Hi again. This is Daryl Burke, and this is video number 3. And in this video, I'm going to document the drive from Atlanta to our cottage in Beaufort, South Carolina. People had asked us when we go to our cottage in Beaufort, do we take I-85 south to Macon? I guess that's not I-85, it's I-75. I-75 south to Macon and then get on I-16 and go to Savannah and then go up north through Hilton Head, etc. No, we don't do that. It's boring as hell. What we do is we take I-20 from Atlanta out east to Augusta, and then from Augusta, we go through a series of small little towns using these little 2-lane highways to Beaufort. And so this video is going to document that. I videoed the view of in the car through these small little towns because we're moving at Christmas, at Christmas. So you can see that some of these towns are poor. Some of these towns are a little bit more wealthy than the others. And that's what this video will be documenting. Again, it's video 3. So if you like the first 2 and you like this video, please like it, subscribe, and you can also give me a comment. I'm getting very little comments about this, but please comment, and we will continue on with this video series. Again, this is my partner Eric and I documenting our travels and our journey through our retirement with the ultimate goal of going to France at the beginning of April of 2026. So again, like and subscribe, and hope you enjoy this video. I'm actually not going to document the drive from Atlanta to Augusta, mainly because it is boring and it looks a lot like this. So I'm going to take you through the drive from Augusta to Beaufort, and like I said earlier in the intro, I'm going to show you videos of driving through these small little towns. So we are actually going to start right at the exit of 520 onto the, I think it's highway, is it 28? Yeah, highway 28. So basically, I drove from the exit of 520 down 528 through a small little unincorporated town called Beach Island, and I think that there's just a McDonald's there. And then I got onto Highway 125, and the map says Red Cliff Plantation site. I don't remember ever seeing a plantation, but that's neither here nor there. So I went ahead and followed south on, or southeast, Highway 125. And basically, it's following this route. It's boring. It's long. Any driver does go by the U.S. Department of Energy Savannah River site, which I think that there's a nuclear site there too. But once you get down Highway 125, you come to a town called Allendale. And Allendale's really a poor town, and driving to and through Allendale's downtown looks like this. Then you drive 5 miles and you get to Fairfax. And driving through downtown Fairfax looks like this. And again, this is at Christmas time. So some of the towns are dressed up for Christmas, some of them aren't, unfortunately. But this is what it looks like driving through Fairfax. Now, not on this map is a small town called Brunson. And I'm highlighting Brunson because I think it's a cute town. Brunson did some Christmas decorating, and I wanted to highlight that. So driving through Brunson looks like this. You drive another short distance and you come to Hampton. Hampton has the dubious honor of being the hometown of Alec Murdaugh. And if you know anything about South Carolina, or if you've just been watching over the last 18 months, Alec Murdaugh was arrested and convicted for killing his wife Maggie and his youngest son Paul because their existence was threatening his not only his drug business, but also Paul was arrested for crashing his boat after an oyster roast, and that crash then killed Mallory Beach, and he was going to be arraigned. I think he was arraigned, and he was going to be go to court for not only that crash but her murder, I guess. But before that, Alec killed Maggie and killed Paul. So Hampton has the dubious honor of being the hometown of Alec Murdaugh. So it was about this time in our journey that it started to get dark. And so I asked Ralphie if he thought that I should stop filming the remaining towns, and he said yes. So I stopped filming. You really couldn't see any of the towns. So we just kept driving on Highway 68, and it's a 15 miles maybe. And then we come to the really kind of the last small little town before we get to Beaufort called Yamasee. And Yamasee, a very small little town, but it's at that point that that the trip for me kind of takes a little bit of a turning point. And so I'm going to show you a little bit closer view of that. So we are right here, and we are continuing on Highway 68. But the name of the Highway 68 really is called Old Sheldon Church Road. And I really do like this little piece of highway because the trees on either side of the highway have grown over the highway, and you are driving in a bit of a tunnel with leaves, especially in the summer, leaves and the Spanish moss. It's really really beautiful. And so we were just continuing down Old Sheldon Church Road, and we come to an area called the Old Sheldon Church Ruins. Now, I normally don't stop. We have before, but I normally don't stop there. But I wanted to point this out to anybody who may be coming from Atlanta. This is a very, very interesting site because the church there was built in the late 1700s. And I'm going to show you a stock photo here. But it was built in the late 1700s. And of course, it no longer is a church, but the ruins are still there. Um, and there's a parking lot across Highway 68 that you can park in. It's a great place to get out, stretch your legs, and really explore because not only are the ruins there, but there is the attached. I guess you wouldn't call it attached, but it is the graveyard there, and there's some very very old gravestones of people who were born in the mid 1700s and died in the late 1700s. And so it really is a great little stopping place to kind of stretch your legs and see some interesting history. So going back to our map here, continue on the Old Sheldon Church Road, and we get to the intersection of that road and Highway 17, in a little town called Gardens Corner. There's really nothing there, but this tells me when I get to this point that as I get on to Highway 17, and then I turn off onto Highway 21. I'm going to show you that in a minute. I turn off on Highway 21. I really do know that I am in the Beaufort area. So now we are on Highway 21. We go through Lobeco, we go past Seabrook, come down, and we get to the Marine Corps Air Station base in Beaufort. Now, the reason why I'm pausing here is because at Christmas time, they wrap this fighter jet that's out in the entrance in this beautiful blue light, and it really is stunning, and it looks like this. I took a picture of it as I was driving, but it really is a very very cool display for Christmas. So we travel through past the Marine Corps base and go through Burton, and we kind of loop around and we come to the intersection of 21 and Ribaud. And Ribaud, show you a close up here. As we hit Ribaud, we make a right and we go about 2 blocks. And then we come to a street called Green Street, and that's where the cottage is. So we make a left on Green Street, go about a block and a half, and our cottage is right there. And we're next door to the Wright Donaldson funeral home. And it's a very very quiet street, mainly because we're next door to a funeral home. But when I get to this point, I know that I am home, and that is our Coastal Bliss cottage. I so love it there, and hopefully you liked this video. Again, if you'll subscribe to it, like it, leave me a comment about how you felt about this video. I really would appreciate it, and hopefully you're looking forward to video number 4.